God is a God who seeks after the lost. He's a God who seeks after sinners. He's a God who seeks after those who've made a mess of their life. He's a God who seeks after those who are starving spiritually, who are hungry and thirsty for what's right, who are looking for truth. And Jesus used parables to show the people at the time, this is what God is like. And to show us, if you want to know what God is like, read about the parables. Read about these stories. And one of the stories that Jesus told was about the son who asked for his inheritance early, huge disrespect to his father, went off with the inheritance and squandered it, it says, in wealth, squandered his wealth in wild living. And then after he spent everything, there was a severe famine. So he ended up starving and ended up feeding pigs. And then it says he came to his senses and he said, my hired servants have food to spare, and here I am starving to death. I will go out and go back to my father and say to him, Father, I've sinned against heaven and against you. I'm no longer worthy to be called your son. Make me like one of your hired servants. So he got up and went to his father. But while he was still a long way off, his father saw him and was filled with compassion for him. He ran to his son, threw his arms around him, and kissed him. The son said to him, Father, I have sinned against heaven and against you. I'm no longer worthy to be called your son. But the father said to his servants, Quick, bring the best robe, put it on him, put a finger on his finger, sandals on his feet. Bring the fattened calf and kill it. Let's have a feast and celebrate. For this son of mine was dead and is alive again. He was lost and is found. So they began to celebrate. It's only when you realize that you're dead spiritually, that you're lost, that you're separated from God the Father, that you can turn around and say, I need to go back to my Father in heaven and say, Lord, I've sinned against you and against heaven. And the Bible tells us, and Jesus tells us, that you won't be turned away. Whatever you've done, you think you've done the worst thing ever? You think you've lived the worst type of life ever? Jesus can deal with it. That's why he died on the cross. That's why he was brutally killed and gave all of his blood on a cross. But he rose again, which means he has victory over sin, victory over death, victory over Satan, and can heal you and restore you and forgive you. This is God's desire, that you come back to him. And like this story, when you start coming back to God, it says the father saw him a long way off and he was filled with compassion and he ran to him. God will run to you as you come back to the Lord Jesus Christ. Start that journey today. It's so worth it.